Coffee is one of the most beloved drinks in the Philippines. But what most Filipinos don't realize is that not all coffee is created equal. Some brands are loaded with hidden toxins, excessive sugar, chemical additives, and cheap fillers that can wreck your energy and damage your health. Today, we're exposing the brands you should never drink. 9. Nescafe 3-in-1 Instant Coffee Mixes. This is the most consumed coffee brand in the Philippines, with nearly every Filipino household keeping sachets in their kitchen. But what most Filipinos don't realize is that these convenient packets contain less than 10% actual coffee. The rest is filled with sugar, glucose syrup, hydrogenated palm oil, and artificial flavors that do more harm than good. The biggest concern is the dangerously high acrylamide content found in instant coffee products. These packets contain twice the amount of acrylamide compared to fresh brewed coffee because of the extreme heat processing used in manufacturing. Acrylamide is a chemical compound that has been classified as a probable human carcinogen, meaning it can potentially cause cancer with long-term exposure. The FDA Philippines has issued official warnings against unregistered variants being sold in local markets. Many Filipinos purchase these products from sari-sari stores and online sellers without knowing they haven't passed proper safety inspections. For a brand that dominates the Philippine market with 767 million consumer reach points, the lack of transparency and quality control is alarming. 8. Great Taste 3-in-1 Coffee Mix. This is one of the most trusted coffee brands in Filipino households, produced by Universal Robina Corporation and found in every convenience store across the country. But behind the familiar packaging lies a product with extreme sugar content that most consumers aren't aware of. Each 100 grams contains 60 grams of sugar, meaning a single sachet can exceed your recommended daily sugar intake in just 1 cup. The second major issue is the hydrogenated vegetable fats used in the creamer portion of the mix. The product contains palm kernel oil and partially hydrogenated fats, which are known to raise bad cholesterol levels and increase the risk of heart disease. For a country where cardiovascular disease is already a leading cause of death, consuming these trans fats daily is extremely dangerous. What makes this brand even more problematic is the artificial sweetener overload that confuses your body's natural insulin response. The mix contains both regular sugar and sucralose, creating a chemical cocktail that can lead to blood sugar spikes, energy crashes, and long-term metabolic disorders. Many Filipinos drink this 2 to 3 times per day without realizing they're consuming an ultra-processed product, not real coffee. 7. Kopiko Coffee Candy. This is an iconic Filipino snack found in every sari-sari store, tricycle, and office desk across the Philippines. It became even more popular after appearing in Korean dramas like Vincenzo and Mine, with many Filipinos proudly sharing it as a representation of Southeast Asian culture. But what most people don't know is that this candy is a hidden caffeine bomb disguised as an innocent treat. Just 4 to 5 pieces contain the same amount of caffeine as a full cup of coffee, approximately 20 to 25 milligrams per piece. The problem is that Filipinos, especially children, pop these candies throughout the day without realizing they're consuming dangerous levels of caffeine. This can lead to restlessness, increased heart rate, anxiety, sleep disruption, and even heart palpitations in sensitive individuals. The candy itself is an ultra-processed product containing only 4.9% actual coffee extract, with the remaining 95% made up of sugar, palm oil, glucose syrup, caramel coloring, and artificial additives. Despite being marketed as a coffee product, it's essentially a sugar bomb with trace amounts of coffee flavoring. For pregnant women, children, and people with heart conditions, this poses serious health risks, yet there are no clear warnings on the packaging sold in the Philippines. 6. Blend 45 Instant Coffee. This is marketed as Pinoy Coffee by Universal Robina Corporation, positioning itself as the quintessential Filipino coffee experience. It's one of the most recognizable brands in the country, with its affordable price point making it a staple in millions of households. But behind the patriotic branding lies a product that uses the cheapest available beans to keep prices ultra-low, completely sacrificing flavor and quality. The biggest issue starts with the mass-market Robusta blend used in production. Instead of sourcing quality beans, the brand relies on low-grade Robusta that's grown in bulk under minimal quality control, often containing defects, mold spores, and pest damage. These beans are then roasted at extreme temperatures to mask their poor quality, creating that familiar burnt, bitter taste that many Filipinos have come to accept as strong coffee. What makes this even worse is the heavy reliance on chemical flavor enhancers rather than actual coffee bean quality. The artificial coffee flavoring is used to create a consistent taste profile across massive production batches, but it comes at the cost of real coffee aroma and beneficial antioxidants. Many Filipinos drink this daily, believing they're supporting a local brand, when in reality, they're consuming a chemically enhanced, over-roasted product that offers little nutritional value. 5. Sanmig Coffee Instant. This is a product from San Miguel Corporation, one of the largest and most trusted Filipino companies in the beverage and food industry. Many Filipinos automatically trust the brand because of its reputation in beer and other products, assuming the same quality standards apply to their coffee. But the reality is that this instant coffee prioritizes volume production over bean quality, using the lowest grade sourcing available to maximize profits. The biggest problem is the inconsistent batch quality that comes from large-scale industrial blending. The company sources beans from multiple countries and farms with varying standards, meaning every bag you buy can taste drastically different from the last. One batch might be tolerable, while the next tastes stale, sour, or overly bitter, depending on how long the beans sat in warehouses before being processed. What's especially concerning is the complete lack of specialty coffee standards and transparency in their production process. There's zero information about bean origin, harvest dates, roasting practices, or quality testing on any of their packaging. For a company as large as San Miguel, this absence of transparency strongly suggests they're using commodity-grade beans that fail to meet even basic quality benchmarks. Yet millions of Filipinos consume this daily, without question. 4. Café Puro Instant Coffee. This is a brand established in 1952 by Commonwealth Foods, Inc., and has been a fixture in Filipino homes for decades. It's marketed as pure, natural, and additive-free coffee, positioning itself as a healthier alternative to 3-in-1 mixes. But despite the Puro name meaning pure, the reality is that this instant coffee uses the same mass-produced processing methods that destroy beneficial compounds and create stale, flat-tasting coffee. The biggest issue is the extremely long shelf life and questionable freshness of the product. Because it's roasted in massive industrial batches and packaged for extended storage, the coffee often sits in warehouses and store shelves for months before reaching consumers. By the time Filipinos open a jar, the beans have already oxidized significantly, resulting in that characteristic bitter, cardboard-like flavor that many mistake for strong coffee. Another major concern is the lack of transparency about bean sourcing and quality standards. The brand provides no information about where the beans come from, what varieties are used, or whether any testing for mold toxins or contaminants is conducted. For a product that's been around for over 70 years, the complete absence of modern quality certifications and traceability is a serious red flag for health-conscious Filipino consumers. 3. Kopiko Brown Coffee 3-in-1. This is marketed as the healthier variant of the original Kopiko instant coffee line, with packaging that emphasizes brown sugar and reduced acidity. Many health-conscious Filipinos have switched to this version, believing they're making a better choice for their bodies. But the brown sugar branding is nothing more than clever marketing deception, as each sachet still contains 8 to 10 grams of sugar plus additional artificial sweeteners. The second major problem is that this product uses the exact same ultra-processed base as regular 3-in-1 coffee mixes. It still contains hydrogenated oils, maltodextrin, multiple stabilizers, and artificial flavor enhancers that have zero nutritional value. The only real difference is the type of sugar used, which doesn't change the fact that you're consuming a heavily processed chemical cocktail with minimal actual coffee content. What makes this particularly problematic is the misleading health claims that convince Filipinos to consume it regularly without guilt. The less acidic marketing focuses on one minor aspect while completely ignoring the high sugar content, unhealthy fats, and artificial additives. Many Filipinos drink multiple sachets per day thinking they've made a healthy switch, when in reality, they're still consuming the same harmful ingredients, just repackaged with better branding. 2. Bonavita Coffee Mix. This is marketed as a healthy coffee, packed with superfoods like mangosteen, gayabano, moringa, malunggay, ganoderma, and acai berry. It's heavily promoted on social media and through multi-level marketing networks, convincing health-conscious Filipinos that they're drinking a nutritious wellness beverage. But behind the impressive list of superfood ingredients lies a product that's still fundamentally an ultra-processed instant coffee mix loaded with sugar and artificial additives. The biggest deception is that the actual amounts of these superfoods are so minimal they provide virtually no real health benefits. The product is primarily sugar, non-dairy creamer, and coffee powder, with trace amounts of these expensive-sounding ingredients added mainly for marketing purposes. Many Filipinos pay premium prices thinking they're investing in their health, when in reality, they're consuming another sugar-heavy instant coffee mix with fancy packaging. What makes this particularly problematic is the false sense of security it creates among Filipino consumers, especially diabetics and people with health conditions. The brand uses stevia as a sweetener in some variants, which sounds healthy, but still combines it with regular sugar and maltodextrin that spike blood sugar levels. Many Filipinos drink this multiple times daily, believing it's medicine-grade coffee, completely unaware that the wellness claims are just marketing gimmicks, masking a low-quality instant coffee product. 1. MX3 Coffee Mix. This is a coffee product infused with mangosteen extract and marketed as a health supplement rather than just regular coffee. It's sold through direct selling networks and online platforms, targeting Filipinos who want the benefits of coffee combined with antioxidants from tropical fruits. But what most consumers don't understand is that this product is still primarily an instant coffee mix with minimal actual mangosteen content and loaded with the same problematic ingredients as other instant brands. The biggest concern is the misleading health positioning that convinces Filipinos to consume it daily as if it were medicine. The product contains sugar, non-dairy creamer with hydrogenated oils, and various stabilizers that completely negate any potential benefits from the small amount of mangosteen extract included. Many users believe they're preventing diseases or boosting immunity, when in reality, they're just drinking expensive instant coffee with fancy marketing. What makes this particularly dangerous is that it's often recommended to people with existing health conditions like diabetes and hypertension as a safe coffee alternative. The lack of clear nutritional information and the focus on miracle fruit benefits distract from the fact that each serving still contains significant amounts of sugar and processed ingredients. Filipinos pay premium prices for what is essentially low-grade instant coffee dressed up as a wellness product. But not all coffee sold in the Philippines is this bad. Here are 5 brands you can actually trust. 5. Kapang Barako, Batangas Coffee. This is the Philippines' most iconic indigenous coffee, made from Liberica beans that have been grown in Batangas since the Spanish colonial era. Unlike mass-produced instant coffee, authentic Kapang Barako delivers a bold, slightly spicy flavor with natural notes of dark chocolate and anise that come from the bean itself, not artificial flavoring. What makes this coffee truly special is that it represents genuine Philippine coffee heritage, grown on small family farms that have cultivated these trees for generations. The Liberica species produces larger beans with naturally robust flavors that don't require heavy roasting or chemical enhancement to taste good. When sourced from legitimate Batangas producers, this coffee is fresh roasted in small batches with complete transparency about origin and processing methods. The beans are naturally low in acidity and high in caffeine, providing clean energy without the jitters or crashes associated with sugar-loaded instant mixes. While authentic versions can be harder to find compared to commercial brands, genuine Kapang Barako is sold at specialty shops, Batangas public markets, and directly from farms in the region. For Filipinos who want to experience what real Philippine coffee tastes like without additives or processing shortcuts, this represents the purest expression of local coffee culture. Supporting legitimate Barako producers also helps preserve this endangered coffee variety and keeps traditional farming communities alive. 4. SGD Coffee Sagada. This coffee comes from the highlands of Sagada in the Cordillera region, featuring a rare heirloom Typica Arabica varietal brought to the Philippines during Spanish colonial times. The beans are grown by small-scale farmers who have preserved traditional cultivation methods for generations, ensuring each harvest maintains the unique characteristics of this historic coffee variety. What sets this brand apart is its commitment to showcasing the true potential of Philippine-grown coffee without relying on mass production or chemical shortcuts. The coffee is recognized by the Philippine government as representing the country's best at international coffee conferences and competitions. Farmers hand-pick only ripe cherries and process them using careful wet milling techniques that preserve the bean's natural sweetness and complex flavor profile. The limited production means quality control is meticulous at every stage, from harvest to roasting, resulting in coffee that rivals specialty beans from anywhere in the world. While this brand is harder to find outside specialty shops and the Sagada region itself, it proves that Filipino coffee can compete globally when proper attention is given to quality. The light, mellow taste with low acidity makes it perfect for those who find commercial instant coffee too harsh or bitter. For Filipinos who want to support local farmers while enjoying genuinely high-quality coffee, this represents what Philippine coffee should be. 3. Kalsada Coffee. This brand was founded by Filipino-American Carmel Lorino, who used her love for coffee to reconnect with her Philippine heritage and support local farmers. The beans are sourced from single-origin farms in Benguet, specifically from the mountain region of Belize in the Cordillera, where high-altitude growing conditions produce exceptionally clean and sweet Arabica coffee. What makes this brand impressive is that it's achieved enough quality to be served in specialty coffee shops across Seattle, New York, Chicago, and San Francisco, proving Philippine coffee can compete internationally. The company works directly with farmers through transparent partnerships, ensuring fair prices and sustainable farming practices that benefit local communities. Unlike mass-market brands that blend beans from multiple sources to cut costs, this maintains full traceability so consumers know exactly where their coffee comes from. The beans are carefully roasted to highlight their natural flavors rather than hiding defects with over-roasting, resulting in coffee that tastes genuinely smooth without bitterness or artificial additives. For urban millennials and coffee enthusiasts in Manila, this brand has become increasingly popular as awareness grows about quality coffee and ethical sourcing. While it costs more than instant coffee mixes, the difference in taste and health benefits is undeniable. Filipino consumers who choose this brand aren't just getting better coffee, they're directly supporting Philippine farmers and helping prove that the country can produce world-class specialty coffee. 2. Figaro Coffee, Premium Line. This is one of the Philippines' most established coffee chains, founded in 1993 with a commitment to European-style cafe culture and quality standards. While most Filipinos know the restaurant locations, the brand also sells premium whole bean and ground coffee products that use the same high-quality beans served in their cafes. What sets this apart from instant coffee brands is the complete transparency in sourcing, with clear labeling of bean origins and roast dates on every package. The company applies European-style roasting techniques that focus on bringing out natural flavors rather than burning beans to mask defects. This means the coffee retains beneficial antioxidants and produces a smooth, balanced taste without the harsh bitterness found in over-roasted commercial brands. The consistency between cafe and retail products ensures Filipinos can enjoy the same quality at home that they experience in the restaurants. For Filipinos transitioning away from instant coffee, this brand offers an accessible entry point into quality coffee without being intimidating or overly expensive. The widespread availability through their cafe locations and major supermarkets makes it easy to purchase fresh coffee regularly. By choosing this brand, Filipino consumers get reliable quality control, transparent sourcing practices, and genuinely fresh coffee that supports a homegrown business committed to elevating Philippine coffee culture. 1. UCC Coffee. This is a Japanese coffee brand that has become extremely popular in Philippine supermarkets, known for its consistent quality and variety of roasted bean products. The brand is widely available in SM, Puregold, Robinsons, and other major grocery chains across the country, making it accessible for regular Filipino consumers. What sets this apart from local instant brands is the strict Japanese quality control standards applied to bean selection, roasting, and packaging that ensure freshness and safety. The coffee is sold as ground or whole bean products with clear roast dates and origin information printed on every package. Unlike instant mixes loaded with sugar and chemicals, this brand focuses on delivering pure coffee taste without artificial additives or flavor enhancers. The beans are roasted using precise temperature control that preserves natural antioxidants and creates smooth, balanced flavors without excessive bitterness. While it costs more than instant sachets, the difference in taste and health benefits is significant for Filipinos willing to invest in real coffee. The brand offers various roast levels and bean origins, allowing consumers to find their preferred flavor profile without needing to visit specialty shops. For Filipino families looking to upgrade from instant coffee without drastically changing their budget or shopping habits, this represents a practical transition to genuinely better quality coffee available at their regular supermarket.